Hello traders, it's your one and only forex skill coach Team Legend, and I'm super excited having you all here today on this one. Alright guys, I've got here a very simple strategy in order for you to be able to use it to win in your boom and crash markets. Now if you get to observe, you would notice that I still have with me this strategy here, okay, which was on my previous videos, okay, and now there's a new development, which is this, which I've got on the main charts. All right, so with these two indicators, with the indicators you've got on your main chart and on the indicator window one, you would actually be able to have more confluence to take good trades. All right, so in a few minutes right now, I'll be explaining to you how the strategy works and give you the full settings. Before we proceed, if this is your first time on my channel, could you do me a little favor and hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the very first person to get notified the moment Team Legend releases a new video. Because you don't want to miss out any of my strategies, because all we post here are strategies to win in the forex market, the boom and crash market, or even the volatility index market. And at the same time, I love taking your comments, that is, I love taking your request on what I should make next for you. So whatever video you would love me to do next, or whatever you would love me to talk about in my next video, kindly use the comment section or go straight to description, and there is a link there where I said request a new video. Just click on it and make your request right on my site so that I would notice you and make a video for you. Let us proceed. So this strategy is a very simple one. First of all, let's talk about the one we already know, which is this indicator windows. Now if you guys remember, I told you that the yellow moving average tells you the true direction of the market, and I told you that whenever you see it facing downward, full time downward, just know that price is currently on a downtrend in that time frame. And now there was something I told you guys last. I told you, for you to be able to know the real and true direction of the market, so that you trade along with the true direction of the market, you want to check, since it's 5 minutes right now, let us check 30 minutes. Now we can see clearly that even in 30 minutes, the moving average is going to the upside. All right, the moving average is actually going to the upside, and we all understand that the higher time frame leads more. All right, it has more power and more pressure than lower time frames. So if a higher time frame is giving us an uptrend, let us look at the 1 hour. Now in the 1 hour, we can also see even an uptrend again, and this time the uptrend is still a bit close to overbought. It hasn't even curved to the downside to prove a selling pressure, even though we can see that we have price pushing to the downside gradually. This moving average has not started moving to the downside. It's still not a good confirmation that the sellers have emerged yet. Okay, so this is to let you know that actually this market is currently an uptrending market. That's just what it means. Now here in the 4-hour time frame, look at what we are seeing. In the 4-hour time frame right now, we see that price just got to oversold and is already curving to the upside, meaning that there's a buying pressure. A buying pressure has actually entered the market, which means at any time price might continue to push even higher to the upside, because this is oversold. And whenever price gets to oversold, what do you expect next? Leave a comment on the comment section, let me know. So without much being said, let's go back to our time frame in which we're using for the strategy. So right now, at the back of our mind, we understand that price is currently on a full-time uptrend, and that's good for us because it means that we would have to be looking for so much spikes since this is the boom market. So as a trader, if you want to use a strategy to catch spikes, you always want to look out for those markets that are spikeable. What do I mean by being spikeable? I mean those markets that are going towards the direction of spikes. Like the boom right now is in a full-time uptrending market, which is spikes. If it's for crash, you want to see a crash market that is on a downtrend, so you catch spikes. Okay, so how do we use this strategy right now? If you want to catch strictly spikes, then I advise that you begin to look for your entry, especially now that price with this indicator, red blue indicator here, now that it has gotten to oversold. All right, you need to start looking for spiking opportunities. And now you need to understand that this line and this line, all right, are important zones in the markets. Okay, so you want to look out for whenever now the price has gotten to oversold and is curving to the upside, it means buying pressure has entered. You want to begin to look for your entries. Now we can see this red line has just gotten on top of this line. It simply means that a spike might likely occur anytime soon. This one here is about coming back down to this zone, means that a spike might likely occur anytime soon. The yellow moving average is still pointing to the downside, which means it's still at oversold, and we need more buying pressure to be able to push it back to the upside. Since it's an uptrend, it's considered to be that this move we are seeing here right now is just a mere pullback. All right, this move we're seeing right now is just a mere pullback. Now let us apply this strategy that we've got here together with this one we've got on the main chart. And to apply it now, what you need to understand is that we have the Ichimoku red line and the Ichimoku blue line to be that whenever price is beneath it, all right, and the moving average above the two Ichimoku line and above price also, it means selling pressure. It means the sellers are in the market. Okay, but when you see it going as scattered as this, just know that it's not a tradable market. You should stay off that kind of a market because the market is kind of facing a mere range or indecision. Okay, for you to be able to look for a good trade, you only want to look for areas where price is giving you a good sloping opportunity. Something like this. Let me look for, okay, something like this. All right, let me get an object, something like this. All right, you can see that the Ichimoku red line is beneath, the blue line is beneath, and the moving average is above. All right, the moving average is above. Now you would likely not see it so many times because this market is actually in an uptrend. So now let us look for an uptrend. Okay, now we have an uptrending opportunity around here. So we can see clearly how this market played when price was going to the upside. The yellow moving average was beneath, right? And the blue and the red Ichimoku was above the yellow moving average, and price also above, and that was a strong move with a lot of spikes to the upside. All right, until the sellers emerged again. So it is a very simple rule, and that rule is if you want to catch spikes, you only want to see price above this yellow moving average. And not just that, for you to know that it's a strong pressure, or for you to know the bulls are fully in pressure, you also want to see the two moving lines, which is the red and the blue Ichimoku line. You also want to make sure you see it also above the moving average. So this simply means that only the moving average should be beneath. When you see these two lines beneath moving average, even though price is above the moving average, it is not a strong up move. All right, so you want to make sure that only the yellow moving average is beneath the two lines and also price. That's how the strategy is made, and that's how it should be. So when you don't see that right setup, don't take the trade. All right. And at the same time, you also want to be observing your indicator window 1. Okay, so we can see clearly how this price played around here when the signal was found. Okay, this was at this time when price came down, it took support, it pushed with one spike, price came down, it took support again, pushed with another spike, came down, took support. So it's serving as support. All right, the lines are serving as support. So if you notice price cross the lines, it means selling pressure has entered. All right, so as long as it keeps serving as support, it means that there's enough buying pressure to catch more spikes. And at the same time, once you notice that good move around there, you also want to observe if this one is at oversold and if it's moving to the upside. So with this moving average we see here pushing to the upside, and with this already we see that it's actually a good move. Let us look for another example. All right, here we have even another example. We see how the yellow moving average was the lowest, right? Why the two Ichimoku lines were above the yellow moving average, right? And price right above the two Ichimokus, which means, and it was taking it as support, pushing even higher. And at the same time, we could also see clearly that at the indicator window we had a good signal also. So it is a very simple strategy. I hope it works for you all as explained. So you just want to make sure that you are following strictly. Like I told you guys, you see the spike is beginning to come through, and that's what we should expect, even more spikes since it's an uptrending market. Please, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button, okay, because it helps us to continue to grow even in the community. And don't forget to join our Telegram channel so that we all can keep growing together. All right guys, so let's go straight to the settings. In the settings we have the Ichimoku, and under the Ichimoku, Tenku Sen is 9, Jukin Sen is 26, second span B is 52. All right, then the Tekken Sen style red, the Kunjin Sen is blue, while others make it the color of your background so that you don't want to see it at all on your background. Okay, then at the moving average we have period to be 30, shift to be 0, method simple, apply to close. The style yellow, but you can put whatever color you desire. Just make sure it's a color different from the Ichimokus. Okay, then under the indicator window 1 we've got the moving average. Hey guys, if you're finding this video valuable, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Did you just do that? Thank you very much. Okay, all right, so period is turn, shift to be -9, method simple, apply to close, level no level, style red. Then the second moving average we've got here, period to be 14, shift 9. This time your method is exponential. Okay, then apply to low, level there's no level, style put whatever color that you desire. Then the third moving average we've got period to be 211, then we've got shift to be 0, method linear weighted, apply to typical price HLC/3, then level nothing, and style yellow. And then finally we've got the moving the relative strength index, period to be 11, apply to weighted close HLCC, and this time /4. Then your levels, you have 96, 97, 98, 12, 13, 14, 15, 70, 30, and 90. Your style, put whatever color that you desire, and that's how you have this setup. Okay, for the zoom level is gonna be different because I'm using an iOS and some some people might likely be using an Android. So for those using Android, you only want to zoom in twice. All right, then for the iOS users, if I take it like this, I'll take it up 1 2 3 4, and that's okay. 4. All right, so for iOS users, you zoom it out twice. You zoom it in 4 times. Okay, so I hope this strategy works for you guys, and I hope you find it valuable. Please smash the like button, and let's keep growing even in the community. For the meantime, guys, stay safe and keep winning.